So hello everybody, today we have something a little bit different like always. Okay, we're not gonna make a disassemble video, we're gonna make assembly video. No one's gonna show you how to put something back together. Most of the videos are disassembly. We're gonna assemble a MacBook Pro 13-inch 2020. The model is A2338, and yeah, I'm gonna show you how to put a new screen back on and put it all back together. So yeah, that's it. We have disconnected the battery flex. This is only ground pad. You don't need to do that. It's enough if you just disconnect the PC. There will be no communication to the battery. I see we have a bit of plastic here. I'm gonna look that up later. What do we need? Well, we need a P2 screw, a P5, a T4, and a P3 screw, and so the Torx side for the hinges, 6 screws. We found the screen. Here we have a nice box. Well, it's pretty expensive. It's a claim to be original. I don't know. We'll see. I don't care. Let's open it up and see what's inside. It's a nice box. So, just leave it here. Okay, boom. Then screen. Nice. Looks very nice, yeah. Okay, first we have this part where the antenna is connected. I do not disconnect it because I just have to bend this over carefully. Nothing can happen. So I have here a flat surface, then I'm just going to take both, pull them carefully out. A little bit over 90 degrees. So these rubbers come first. Gonna lift that all up. Just lay it there. Doesn't have to be in position. Make sure the rubbers lay flat. Then you take the board. Lay it there gently. So you take the board, bend it over, and lay it down. But don't let the rubbers escape. Let's try that again. 2 rubber, then the board. Just push it downward. Good. Now we can bring the hinges in position. Just gonna move around a bit. Make sure you're at the edge of the table. And that's it. Good. Then I'm gonna fix the hinge just a little bit with my T8, that it doesn't fall to ground. We have 6 of those screws. Just gonna screw it down a bit, not making it tight, not yet. The alignment of the screen to the housing we'll make at the end, at the finish, before we put the cover back on. Put that around, kind of get a position. I'm not screwing it tight, I'm just wanting it to hold a little bit, not to flatter around. Good. Now we're going to bend this back again, the antennas. Then I'm going to push it under, get the antenna pushed to me. Careful. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Cable should be long enough, so pushing this here. Now I'm getting back here. I'm closing the lid a little bit. I'm making it straight 90 degrees, kind of. Gonna be good good enough. So I can go underneath here, place everything. Good. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 screws, which is P2. Smallest screws which we have, 12 pieces. Gonna take ages, but who cares? I'm gonna kind of align it. I'm gonna take a middle screw, not so important. Be careful, they're very tiny. Don't screw them off. This side. Just screw them in until they hold. Put another one in. They're real tiny. If you're not sure if the screw is in the right way, then just turn it backwards, counterclockwise. Then go back clockwise. Then you're going to be sure that you're not screwing up your screws. So now we're going to bring our flexes here in position. Not the flex cable, that rubber, which protects the flex. Take that. Now it's a bit hard to tell. Turn it around. There is only going to be one direction. Push it underneath here to be a little bit more. If you are not straight, then it doesn't work, so you have to really straight and flush. Just take a plastic tool, hold it in there. So, got one. Let's take the other one. Screw it down, but not too down. Okay, releasing, then again, just a little bit forcing in. Not too much force, don't take anything sharp. We're gonna cut the rubber. Good. So one side is done. Let's take the other side. Also this one. Okay. So tight, yes. Not too tight, doesn't have to be much force here. So the rubber is, our flex protection is in position. Now the next step will be, we're bringing our board in position. Be careful not to play around too much, but if you're careful and take your time, there shouldn't be much happening. So I'm going to push this down. And now I'm going to have 4 screws which hold only the board. But for that I need another driver. I think it's T4. This kind of screws. T4. Okay, push the board flat down nicely, that it sits in a good position. I'm going to start here in the middle, kind of. Not screw it tight, just give it a hold. Then another one. I just want to bring the board in position. Screwing tight, just bring it in position. Don't want to crush it, flex it, or bend it. Just bringing it in position. That's the last time I say position. Okay, now we're kind of in position. Now we're going to hold it down. Here, just take my 3 fingers, and you have that golden circles. Just try to align them with the screw. If it looks good, then it is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one goes a bit hard. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. The board is in position. Let me lift that up to give you a different kind of view. In this case, what we're going to skip is these two long pieces of metal, which holds where the flex FPC connections connect. We're going to skip that because it's already there. In most screens you buy, it's going to be finished like this. If not, then just make sure you have those connectors. There's nothing you can do wrong here, I think. Good. Then we're going to connect this flex. As we can see, it seems like we're a little bit misaligned, or is that just, no, that's just an illusion. Sometimes it happens, it seems like the alignment is right. Then one thing we can do is we're going to screw that open a little bit. Push it in position, then screw it back down. Wrong screwdriver, it seems like, or is my screwdriver a little bit worn out? Should be a P3. Let's try that. Yeah, that fits. It's the Torx 3. Good. So now we have that FPC connected. Now we're gonna add we're gonna lose a screw. First thing we're gonna do is gonna throw a screw on the floor. Then I'm gonna take my flashlight. So this should also be a Torx 3. Flat surface is on top. Here we have the microscope. So the lid is open. Just pushing this in. As you can see here, we have a broken part, but that's not a concern. That's not going to be a problem. It happens sometimes. Gotta push it down, and that's it. So, battery is connected. Let me be sure the ground is also connected. Yeah, it's tight. Okay. Now, before I'm turning out, make sure you have nothing on the bench. No screws, nothing loose. Be sure you have a clean table. No screws underneath, shorting anything out on the board. So, like that. Now I'm going to turn it on. Most of the time it doesn't turn on, so let me get a charging cable. See what's happening. We have an Apple logo. That's good. It is better than before. Before we just had lines. Close the lid. Make sure nothing is on the screen. Gonna disconnect the charger. But we have to first align the display. For that, I'm gonna make sure everything around the housing is really, in one line. So you don't have the screen too wide left or too far right. So everything should be centered. This looks very good. I'm going to leave it like that. Then I'm going back to my T8. I'll screw here a little bit, here a little bit. So now I can't move anymore. Fasten the other screws. This one we can make a little bit more tight. don't slip. A little bit of pressure, but not too much. Again, make sure you're on a flat surface. Okay, all screws are tight now. Now we're gonna take our plastic covers. One comes here, belongs there. And the 4 small screws should also be T3. Be careful if you're not losing a screw when the battery is still connected. You know, most of the time taking things apart is easier than putting it back together. Funny thing is, everybody makes a disassemble video, so we are having an assemble video. I think that's more helpful. Taking apart is easy. Putting it back together, not so easy. Not everyone has a camera to record, or yeah, you can make markings, write stuff down. Get yourself a nice map. I have a magnet map where you can also make some notes on it, and yeah, makes life easy. In position, last look, everything is connected, nothing can go wrong here. Okay, let's start on this side. Stupid plastic here. Here, okay. This side. I'm just keeping my fingers here, as you can see from the side. Just push it in as far as you can. Good. Now 2 clips on the side. So now we're going to take P5. So in this case we have 2 long screws. Actually we have 3 different kind of screws. We have the long ones, we have the middle ones, and the shortest one. So let's turn it around. Let's see if the machine still works. Should we unpack it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna unpack it. They state it's an original screen, and it looks like original, very high quality. And we also have as you can see from the side, we also have a screen picture. Assembly, extraordinary. I've never seen people making an assemble video, or not much. Well, MacBook 2020, 13-inch, A2338, new screen, assemble video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.